Thank you, Stefano. So there's a lot to think about, even for the Minister of Tourism, and I would now like to welcome on stage Barbara Lunghi, Head of Primary Markets of Borsa Italiana. Good morning and welcome on my behalf to Borsa Italiana. In this iconic building that can also host a company in this sector and the whole ecosystem. In this 28th edition of the Panbianco Summit, we're happy to be here and to support Panbianco's initiative. We think there is a synergy, an alignment between Borsa and the fashion sector. This has been shown by the operations that have been carried out on our markets year after year. So being listed on the market helps company and will help, hopefully, companies to support excellent business idea, and it will give more standing in their own sector and in the financial ecosystem. It supports growth time to time based on the different growth drivers, and it allows us to attract new management talents that are increasingly used to working in companies and groups that are listed on the market. So luxury companies will need to invest where opportunities lie. There are also challenges, data sustainability, and we believe the Borsa Italiana can support you in these challenges and can help you extending your acquisition capacity. This hasn't been a dominant trait on this in the sector, but we started seeing case studies in the design world, in the wine world, in the fashion world as well. So there are brands and supply chains listed on the market who are doing well. So this alignment can do great in the future. But who are we? I would like to remind this to you. Borsa Italiana is now part of a European group, Euronext, representing 7 venues. We have Milan, Paris, Lisbon, Oslo, Dublin, Amsterdam, and Brussels. So more than 1,900 companies listed on Euronext. 6.2 trillion of total aggregate market capitalization, and we access to a wider pool of liquidity. We call this group listing franchise. A huge pool of liquidity with over 6,200 active institutional investors investing in listed companies, and they have different access. Borsa Italiana set itself the goal to represent the companies that can determine the growth of a country. This asset has been particularly interesting for Italian companies in your industry as well, because it serves both small and very small companies living in a very small ecosystem, but it also meets the needs of bigger companies, companies with an Italian root but with a global ambition, such as many of your sectors, so they can access to a huge pool of liquidity with a stronger stock exchange that is increasingly international. And we can also support simplification and evolution, of course, with a continuous benchmark represented by other stock exchange. In terms of numbers, I want to respect the time I was given, but I was almost breaking the microphone. So we are quite relevant. Our numbers are second only to France, and we are bridging the gap considering the primary markets. In Italy, this year, we had 40 operations between growth sector and regimented sector. In terms of capitalization, we still have a huge gap to fill, but this is due to the different size of our economies and different sizes of companies. You know that in your industry, of course. Looking at lifestyle listed companies, we have 48 lifestyle companies listed on Borsa Italiana. These numbers includes luxury, fashion, design, beauty, wine and spirits, branded goods. So for small, medium market and on the growth market as well. So for smaller companies that are increasingly investing in the growth, you see 24 companies are in the small cap, then mid cap, and then 13 on large cap. So we have different sizes, different market, and we can cater for this as well. You can have a look at some of the names, so huge brands, Campari, Ferrari, Moncler, San Lorenzo and Technogym. Then we have mid-sizes, medium-size, and small sizes company that are still using capital market. We have 19 fashion companies with an 25 billion aggregated market capitalization. We could do better. There could be a more significant presence on the Borsa Italiana because this will help the companies grow and have more opportunities. Over the past few years, this opportunity has been seized. Since 2019, 37 new lifestyle companies joined our markets with a 5.6 billion raised at IPO. 4 companies belong to the fashion industry and raised around 1.5 billion euros. So over the past 10 years, lifestyle companies were listed. So let me look. We started in 2011 with Ferragamo, then Cucinelli in 2012, then Ferrari, Technogym, San Lorenzo in 2019. We've seen Corinai, Nautica, Bellini, Intercos. In 2023, we have 3 names: Ferretti, Italian design brand, and Mosconi, so lifestyle companies. They seize the opportunities to be listed on the market and then to attract talents, invest in innovation, sustainability, and then to create a group. Then we had different results. This is maybe the new normal that wasn't there a few years ago. So from 2 million euros to 23 million euros. 266 euros for Ferretti, or 350 million euros for Intercos. And these were only the recent one. Looking at investor base, this is the mapping of the current investor ownership for lifestyle companies listed on the market. So both for lifestyle and fashion, we see significant presence of US investors and British investors. The only differences between lifestyle and fashion clusters is the presence of Chinese investors focused on specific companies for fashion, focused on very specific areas of fashion. So these companies are listed on our market. We raise capitals that are then invested. These are data from September 2023. So European infrastructure such as Borsa Italiana and Euronext would be the best solution to attract capitals from abroad. Looking at performance, they were good, I have to say, compared to the overall trends of the market. Of course, there has been a slight correction over the past few months. 43% of 2020, 30% from the beginning of this year to end of September. And looking at evaluation, there's a high valuation. I'm not sure whether you can read the slides, but a high valuation on Euronext compared to other sectors, with the average valuation, an average EBITDA, of 14%. That's the estimate for 2023, and a 13.3 of median. Of course, we have important names doing better, such as Ferrari, Cucinelli, or Hermes.
Su altre geografie, questo in particolare è valido sul settore del lusso, più sfumato, c'è più allineamento.
And we have great results also compared to fashion companies listed on other markets, especially when it comes to luxury. So if we want to talk about new normal for Borsa Italiana, the strongest European market capital are suitable, and they meet the needs of a very diversified population in terms of area, size and ambition. We are used to significant macroeconomic shocks.
Ormai consuetudine nella valutazione da parte degli investitori
We know that investors assess the resilience ability of different markets and companies. This is, I would say, a new normal, considering the significant presence of shocks that we've registered over the past few years. And the market windows need to be planned carefully, mapped carefully, and they need consistent support in order to seize the right market windows. This has been consolidated within the Italian ecosystem. We see that there is an appetite for an opening to capital. This might be due to the age of the founders who might be retiring now, might be due to the possibility of aggregation. This is something that's new for lifestyle in terms of aggregation with Italian leadership. And then we have newcomers who are another factor.
A supporto della crescita del settore con
new founders supporting
appunto la possibilità di esprimere al meglio e di raccogliere risorse a favore dei business più innovativi. Grazie mille.
Supporting the collection of capitals for more innovative and tech-oriented businesses. Thank you very much, and